Well, comrades, we are back to First Guards campaign. Since we are Soviets, then it means that we are all comrades. Let's move on, okay? Let's check it out. What was the combat part of the International Brigade, I suppose. No, so Madrid is over here, okay? Guadalajara. There are probably some small settlements northeast of Madrid. And Italians attacked from this side, huh? So Spanish Republican counterattack to stop nationalist forces and their Italian CTV allies from encircling Madrid. March 1938. International Brigade troops supported by Soviet supplied T-26 and BT-5 tanks. Probably that was a shock for German Panzer 1As, which were equipped with machine guns. And these tanks, I mean, they had 47mm main gun. So that was a huge difference. And I-16 fighters, huh? Were able to defeat the fourth and final nationalist attempt to seize Madrid during the early stages of the Spanish Civil War. The failed Italian offensive would provide Soviet observers with their first glimpse into the vulnerability of mass armor assaults against well-prepared, in-depth defensive positions. Okay, good. Good, fine. Okay, so we saw in the previous video that we are going to far east, ending Stalemates, August 20th, 1939. Probably, I mean, I'm now guessing, of course. I didn't know that we are going to Hulking Goal. Hulking Goal, probably we will also end up in Finland before we start to fight against the Germans. In 1940, we'll see. Yeah, I know that Zhukov was commanding in the Far East. Probably that was the reason why. Sorry, probably that was the major reason why he actually survived. Because I believe almost every army commander, every corps commander, and every division commander was wiped out or murdered by Stalin, who literally beheaded the Red Army. And I would say that Stalin was a gambler who in the end managed to win, but he gambled a lot, and he almost, he gambled with the whole nation. He almost lost. And the early defeats of the Soviet army were a result of his, incredibly stupid destruction of the army officers, high-ranking officer, which he actually murdered, without any reason. Most capable officers he murdered, and he promoted political officers who were completely incapable of doing any good military decisions. Yeah, okay. So luckily for Soviets, and luckily for all of us, Zhukov was on the Far East. And he was commanding 1st Soviet Mongolian People's Army as a series of border skirmishes, and he proved already at that time as excellent commander. All right, against the Imperial Japanese forces. Japanese forces suffered such a high casualties, and these losses were terrible, so the Japanese never looked into Siberia again. So actually after these losses they turned their attention to something that was much easier to occupy, like Philippines, Indonesia, or Singapore, or Burma, Laos, Vietnam, and Southeast Asia. Yeah. Okay, I agree with this. Assembled comrades. Okay, Good. Comrade Zhukov is speaking. Comrade General, yes, Comrade Zhukov. Okay, Japanese 23rd Division. I require you to use the mobility of our new BT tanks to employ a classic cavalry pincer envelopment of their forces. I mean, it's interesting if we can see now, we can see fortifications completely around this objective. Objective, link up with the first army group. All right. So this is the first army group, huh? What's over here? Is this also the first army group? Secure the Japanese airstrips. Prestige. How many? We'll see. Okay, it's difficult now. I can't unzoom. Destroy both Japanese forward HQs. Right. Okay, not too many objectives. Okay. So we need to. It's pretty flat. I mean, that's actually how this part of Mongolia looks like. Yeah, it's a steppe, pretty flat and open, ideal for tanks. If you are able to successfully link up with first army group, the Japanese forces will suddenly find themselves cut off and much easier to reduce. Where is the supply source of them? I mean, it's really interesting when we look at the map. I mean, this is this river is impassable, so actually the supply source can't run over the river. But if we would want to cut them off, then we would need to cut off. I don't know. Okay, what Zhukov means, but edge of the map counts as supply, so we would need actually to. I don't know how to do it. We can use this part of river to cut off. I don't. Yeah. So they will be out of the supplies. Maybe that's what is meant, because we are deployed over here. If we can deploy our units in this area, maybe then, you know, it would be possible to circle all of these guys over here. And, you know, we don't know. Maybe the defense is too strong over here. Nobody can say anything about that. This is what over here it's meant. Okay, the wide open and barren steppe should allow you armored. All right, yeah, this is what I guess too. Yeah, over here, definitely we can't cut off. These three objectives we must take with force, but then maybe there's going to be option to deploy our units in this area, and this would probably cut off this whole area, but we need to see that. Yes, Comrade Zhukov. Now then, as for the rest of you, here are additional directives that, and then what? Okay, this is not for us. Entrenchment killer, which is not bad. Okay, we have 13k, so we can give a lead to everyone, all right? What did you say about recons? Let me once more. Let me compare T-38 with BA-10. So, okay, this one has rapid fire. This one doesn't have. Okay, so we need to multiply attack of this unit with 50%, but it still has a much weaker attack against tanks, but it's much better T-38 against infantry. A movement of 5 guarantees it's tracked, so we don't have any problem with the movement. There are no roads over here, so I think it would be better to use T-38. Let's upgrade. Okay, good. Now I want them to be different. Okay, this is the default. Is there any nice camouflage that we can give so that they are unique, different than our tanks? I don't care, you know, does the camouflage belongs to some other nation? He wants, I think this is the camouflage of our tanks, yeah. Obviously I like this Swiss Africa default. Alright. I'm back. I need a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we are going to do with our tanks. We have 63 out of 82. We have actually a lot of units, more than when we played with guards, with Ghost Division. BT7 OT133. Now this OT133 in a combination with the heroes that we have, it makes this unit incredibly powered. The problem is of course the movement of 3, but still I think, yeah, we will have one unit that will wipe out half of the Japanese defense. All right. Actually, we are going to buy a new tank for that. Existing tanks we are going to upgrade to BT7, yeah. BT7 is so far our best tank. So this is going to be our core of our tank force. Alright, fine. That's good. Okay, this sorted out. I think for the infantry we should have 2 engineers, yeah. Let's have 2 engineers. You're going to give them a special uniform. Have something cool, not like this. I can give them German uniform. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's. I don't know how this one. I mean, I don't like these colors, to be honest. Okay, we'll use the German. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, for the engineers and for the infantry, we are good. Okay, this is the basic infantry. Fine. 65. Okay, fine. We need to. Again, how many groups we are going to attack? I would attack 2 groups. Okay, 1 group here, 1 group here, and then all together they will go left. All right, that's the plan. 2 groups. And I mean, we have more core slots. Maybe we should go for 3 groups. But all right, this artillery is fine. We don't need anything. These artilleries we are going to remove our strength, and they will become my favorite 152. For all of you guys who are not completely familiar with the Panzer Core 2, why 152 is my favorite. It's favorite because 152 gives artillery support and anti-tank support, which means artillery support provides when your unit is attacked by so-called soft target like infantry, or where a unit is attacked by hard target or like tank. Okay, so this artillery is providing support against any attack. On the other hand, 122 only provides support against soft attacks. See that this one is missing on this artillery. For the big one artillery, again something is missing. It is giving support only against tanks, but it does not give support against infantry attacks. So this is not the perfect choice for support, but this artillery has one advantage: if it has a range of 4, right? Unlike this artillery has range of 3 and 122 range of 3. This artillery has this trait, which it is counter battery fire if the enemy artillery is in range at range of 4, or if when artillery is on the hill, then the range is increased by 1 hex. So then 4 changes to 5 hexes. So basically, if the enemy artillery fires and this artillery has enough ammo is not at 0, and that enemy artillery is in range and that enemy artillery is spotted. If it's not spotted, this artillery will not attack, but if it's spotted, then this artillery will fire first as counter battery fire. So that's a great feature. So it's good to have one of these artillery to give additional protection against the range attacks. So okay, this one excels in protecting from enemy artillery fire, and this one is overall support to ground units, the best. What about BT7? BT7 is like Stag, huh? Yeah, definitely. BT7A, entrenchment killer. That can be very useful. This can be really, really useful. Okay, we'll see. Maybe we are going to have 2 BT7s as mobile support artilleries. Okay. Let's upgrade to 152 with motorization, of course. No overstrength, because it costs too much core slots, all right? We can't afford that. Okay, camouflage. This one has this camouflage, and for the artilleries, do something. Okay, more like this. All right, fine. Let's see when we deploy units, is everything clear, all right? So, what about these anti-tanks? Do we have something better? No, we don't. Okay, good. BT7s, we said that we are going to buy one ultimate tank. Like this one, okay. Camouflage. What's our selected camouflage for these tanks? I think it's over here. Swiss one. Okay. Okay. Now let's give heroes to this one. And when we overstrength, nine, huh? Okay. Huh, it's only 4 core slots. I can't believe this. Yeah, probably it would be 9, but then divided with 2 because of the reduced slots. And we have our monster tank. rapid fire in Grunsight Regiment, strength of 20. Now we need first strike or hit and run, and this would be, or no retaliation. This will be tank that can destroy everything. But even with this, it's going to be very, very capable. All right. What we need to get anti-air units. All right. Let's compare these two. This one has a rapid fire 2 times. But I mean, air attack is appalling. 1. I think these are 4 Maxims grouped together. Okay, 4 Maxim machine guns grouped together. Okay, this is the Soviet version of the anti-air unit. So yeah. Okay, no, we are not going for the anti-air that has a air attack of 1, and combined, with the rapid fire 2. This is quite expensive, but it's fine. We need to get at least, I would say, 4. But in terms of the core slots, it's fine. Only 4. That's right. Okay, I think now we have a decent force, yeah. 4 recons is enough. It should be enough. And how many we have? We have 5 more, which I believe we can get to these BT7. There are 3, huh? They cost 3, huh? Okay, we can get one BT7 with overstrength a little bit, and we are going to use it, yeah. We have a entrenchment killer. Okay, with this one we have entrenchment killer. How much is artilleries? Okay, they destroy 2 points. This destroy more, 3 points. Let's make one artillery as entrenchment killer. We will give a hero. We have one. Get this one, and this artillery will get a different camouflage, green, so that we know. I want these tanks also to have completely different camouflage. That's this one. So that we know that this is artillery. I mean, they look pretty much the same. Okay. 82. We will buy auxiliary planes later. Okay. Let's deploy. I want artillery is close. Okay. Like this, okay, and we have artillery that's entrenchment killer on this side, so this means that we will use this artillery over there. Okay, I don't know, I didn't check. Okay, what's the range? The range is only 1, yeah, is it? Yeah, range is only 1. It's like stuck. Okay, flux we also want, not too far away from the first line. Okay, good. 1 engineer unit for our left group. It's infantry actually. Engineer over here. Engineer and infantry over here. Okay, we also want our recons to be relatively close. I'm concerned now what's going to be on our left flank. One recon on this side and one on this, okay. We are sending our strongest tank here, but it's very slow, so let's put over there. Okay. One anti-tank. One anti-tank over here. Now our BTs. Our BTs, that's right. And I would say that's it. Now we need to buy. Now we need to buy planes. I7. How many? 6. Recon planes. Let's get 2 bombers. We get 2 bombers, huh? 34. We have 41. 6 fighters. Is this enough? I think it is. We can buy more if we need. Okay, this is fine. I believe we can start. We must not link up before. That's a victory, okay? So this is what? This is again. This is the first army group, okay? So we must not link up with them before all of these objectives are taken, all right? That's crucial. Okay. 33 turns. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it was better, you know, to go all together for this, and then we'll see. Okay, we'll see how it works. Okay, fine. It's overrun. Now, when there is no steamroller, we have overrun, but overrun works, I think, only on the clear terrain. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, these are supply sources over here, huh? There's a lot of Italians, huh? Italians. Well, not Italians. Japanese. Okay, fine. Let's start. I wanted to start with this guy, but I'm not sure, to be honest. I know that we can destroy this infantry. There's also a lot of infantry over here. What this guy has? Surrender also. I was thinking maybe to send this tank over there. Damn it, we can't. Ah, okay. This is not a recon, but still. Can't cross with this one, huh? We can't. Alright. Fine. Alright. I would gladly retreat from this position, okay? It's definitely, it's not a problem to retreat. But the problem is that this is an airfield, and if this airfield is taken, we are going to lose all these planes. Maybe not all of them, but we are going to lose 3 planes. There is room. There are only 2 room left on this airfield. Yeah. Recon. Let's move with the recon. Yeah, I don't like that they survived. There's so many. So many of them. All around us, huh? Yeah. Okay, I need to go over here. What if there are more units? They will easily flank us. I need to go with the tank over there to protect the flank. And here, these guys, can we move with the force march? No, we can't go across this, and this is also a problem. Let's go like this, okay? Fine. Okay, what we are going to do in this area? If we attack, they will probably retreat over there, yeah? If I do something like this, I need also... Huh. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, we will probably need to move out of here. Maybe to make a defensive position, but it can't work. We need to go. We need to simply pull back from this side. Thing is also that we need to protect the supply source. For now, I'm going to keep our recon to protect the airfield. Let's move our infantry over there to protect the flank. Here we are good. There are 2 tanks. Also, we need to be careful not to expose our tanks, especially now when we can't give them any support. Like this, okay. I want to keep these 2 infantries checked. Like this. Alright, let's use our recon planes. What's on our flank? Okay, luckily not many things, alright. Okay, let's see Even if you lose a recon plane, that's fine. What is over there? Okay. In comparison with our BTs, how we stand? That's similar, yeah. What's the movement? Only 3, okay, that's a good thing. AA. Colonel Masanobu Suji. Okay. Bunker. Double attack. Ferocious defense. Entrenchment of this unit can't be ignored, huh? Attacks. Japanese engineers, Japanese infantry. Okay, we are going to scout this area as well. Okay, for now let's protect some of our units. Okay, we have a flak over here next to the artilleries. Right. Let's go and protect our units over there. Flak giving a protection. This flak is over there. Inexperience. I need to be aware of that. They are inexperienced. Okay, let's over here protect our tank. What they might attack. I mean, they can see this. Okay, let's move a plane over there. Well, I didn't protect our recon. But I think it is going to be fine. Let's see. We are going to see... I would say that's all. I would say that's pretty much all, and turn. Fine. Yeah, what can we do about this infantry? good. I mean, we need to be careful with this tank. It has only 3 ammo. Definitely a drawback, but fine. But here, is it possible to overrun this one? Maybe with the help of the recon, but let's first... Okay, we use that. We need also this one to help with entrenchment. I would like to get rid of this infantry, but how? We have a bomber. It's cloudy. Attack probably to retreat into forest. Not alright. Let's move over here. Okay. I'd call this as a success. Can come back, but they're too much damage, yeah. Okay, fine. Let's repair this one. Okay, where do we need our bomber? Attack this. Okay, good. Okay, let's try also. And this bomber is really quite good, huh? Okay. Fine. Let's scout this area. Are there any? Okay, it's cloudy, so we can't be sure, you know. Is there anything still hiding over here? Yeah. One ammo left, all right. For these guys. Let's go slowly over here. Need to cross this, yeah, so let's... I mean, there's no point to go slowly over here. I don't know how much movement they have left. Okay, they surrendered. Okay, that's good. Okay, fine. Can we maybe, yes, okay. Well, let's encircle this infantry. They'll have to do something. And our engineers. Okay, let's move slowly. I want to be protected by flux. But here, I don't believe this infantry is going to attack us. They can't see us, so I think we are good. Now, this area. Enemy tank, huh? let's protect with our anti-tank unit. We are going to repair this one. But here, engineers, yeah. I mean, they're going backwards over there, so I think we can move forward. Our recon, which is risky, but I need that recon. Let's go slowly. There is a lot of holes in our line, which AI can use to attack our artilleries. This is what? This is a tankette, alright. I think we are protected. Alright, fine. I think it's fine. Turn to on. Luckily we didn't lose this tank, yeah? Okay. I would repair this tank, but I also think we need to disengage from this. Alright, let's destroy this anti-tank. Okay, and then we are moving over here. Okay, we are going to support. We need to advance in a narrower front. Yeah, we can't do it like this. Let's move over here. 80. Why? Yeah. Can we undo this? No, we can't. I thought that I moved the recon. I definitely need a different color. They look almost the same, and I need different color for the anti-tank. Alright, now I will know. Okay, I'll leave it as it is, okay? That's how it is, alright? Let's move this tank over here. good. Now ideally we should destroy this infantry, yeah? Okay, fine. Oh, our artillery. On flak, right. Good. I'm shifting this group to attack this area, and this group over here will attack this area. So basically all together we are going to attack this. I think they have not surrendered, so it doesn't matter. We encircle them. They're not going to surrender anyway. Okay, good. Let's go to this area, okay? I'm leaving this anti-tank over there, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I hope they're not going for this effort. I will do. Okay, fine. This is a fighter, this is no, actual tactical bombers. Both of them. What's over here? The strategic bomber. And what's this? This is a fighter. Check once more. You know, tactical bomber, okay. Let's get the mass attack bonus as much as we can. Okay. Fine. Let's damage this tactical bomber. Okay, good. Over there, strategic bomber, right? Okay, let's once more. I don't believe that anything is over there. Okay, nothing. Yeah, we need to attack this one. Yeah, special prototype. It could be dangerous. Next turn. Next turn, it's turn number 3. Have a lot of units. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. We need 10 overruns for this tank to become more effective. Yeah, I mean it's already good, but more effective with definitely with overruns. Maybe we are going to have overruns over here. We need kills on the clear terrain. Not so sure are they are using our prestige to repair their units. I bet they do. Or maybe not. I don't know. I can't be sure. There's an airfield over there. Oh, this. Alright. Probably, I think there's a bomber over here. It's my fault. Luckily, we were attacked by strategic bombers. Fine, I think now probably we could save. Yeah, this one we can't kill so easily, yeah? Heavy infantry, yeah. Even with... Again, this is AT, this is not a recon. Alright, I have to stop doing this, to be honest. Wait, AT... This... Okay. Remember that now recons are actual tanks, so this is confusing me and I'm making stupid mistakes. Recon. What camouflage we are going to give to recons to be completely different? This one. Green. And these guys, this is yellowish, let's say brown. Okay, like this. Okay, fine. Now I think it's completely clear that again I made a mistake. Instead of moving recon, I moved anti-tank, which I would never actually do, but okay, I did it. Okay, this terrain is really not helping. Really not okay. This artillery is okay. Is entrenchment killer. I think we can destroy this tankette and then we will pull back. This tank we need to repair, yeah, and keep experience. Fighters, can they reach? I mean, they can, all of them. From this airfield they can reach this first bomber, and from this airfield they can attack these ones. I'm not so sure. Let me check. I mean, yeah, we can damage this one, but it will damage us as well. Okay, I would now rather save, take a break, and then we are going to continue turn number 4. Thinking, you know, if we take all of us this position, do we have enough time? Maybe, but what's the other option? I mean, we can't go over here and to have our complete flanks completely exposed to enemy counterattacks. terrain is really difficult, and this rough terrain is complicating advanced. There are no roads. I mean, it's interesting. You know, I really need to think how to overcome these difficulties. Yeah. Okay, we will bring a recon over there, that's for sure. But we have also recon over here, which can't, again, it can't reach because of the rough terrain. And even when we capture this, we will again have to cross the rough terrain. Well, I mean, it's still early. Okay, 4 turns. Let's go one objective at a time. Secure this. We know that some units were moving over here on the edge. We can't say what was that. First, we need to get this airfield, move our planes over there, scout the area, then we will know how can we move to the west. Knows how strong defense is over here. That's why it was suggested, you know, to cut off their supply. Over here, there's only this road. Yeah, I mean, if we reach this hex, then this is the only supply route available. And on this side, their positions, they look very weak. So probably first army group will be able to reach this bridge. And then from this hex, this is impossible for supply. This hex over here. And I'm not sure, but it could be that rough terrain is also impassable for supplies. So to cut off this group, basically we need to place something over here, something over here, and something over here. 3 hexes. It might be. Let's get one infantry conscripts. I'm going to move conscripts and they will stay over here. There. I think actually it's more than enough to stay over here. Okay, let's now save and we will continue. We'll continue next turn, but if we are going to do this encirclement, then probably the wisest thing to do was to attack this position over here, not what I did. Am I going to change my mind again? Could be. But that could be very risky, but it could pay off, you know. If this group over here would be encircled for, I don't know, for 10 turns, it would be a piece of cake to destroy them. I think I'm going to change my mind again. I'm going to leave this group to deal with this, while these guys I'm again sending west. Okay, we'll try to do that in the part number 2. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.